Hello, Williamson County. I'm Kerri Hudson, and welcome to It's About You, an informational program about the classes, activities, and special events brought to you by the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. Today we are continuing our summer tradition and taking a hiatus from the studio to come out and visit with our summer day camp programs. Now, in our last show, we visited our general summer day camp program. And today we are at Perry Creek Elementary School in Franklin, which is one of two sites of our Camp Will program. Camp Will is a therapeutic summer day camp program. It's offered to Williamson County residents ages 6 to 23 with developmental or intellectual disabilities. Camp Will has a long tradition in the Williamson County community, and for about 20 years it's been under the organization of the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. This program is set up like a lot of traditional summer day camp programs. It's a Monday through Friday camp. It meets from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And their summers are filled just like a lot of traditional summer camps are filled. Campers' days are filled with free play, gym games, arts and crafts, swimming, field trips and special presentations, and lots of other fun activities. But what makes Camp Will special are therapeutic recreation strategies to enhance independence and build life skills that are programmed into their daily activities. Today we're going to spend some time with our staff, youth, and adolescent campers as they participate in a variety of fun and exciting activities.
Okay, you want to switch colors? Or do you want more yellow? Yellow? Do you want to do yellow?
Thank you.
Does yellow sound good? Yeah?
Again. We're thinking 2 planes.
Yeah. Should come out. Yes.
They're green and orange.
Green and orange. Olivia, are you gonna keep going? There's a paintbrush in the pink if you want to use that one. I'll get that one later. Which one?
Pink.
Pink? It's a different shade of pink. Look how pretty that is. Okay, you want me to turn it? You want to get the top?
He's like my brother. He's like your brother.
Maddie. More.
I'm painting another one.
You want to paint another one?
I'd rather have half the other.
Green done.
Huh? Are you done? Yeah? Okay. Joy, that looks so good.
All green.
There you go. Right there. See that little spot right there? We need that side.
Do another one. Come on. Melody.
Yes, Miss Maddie. Casey, that looks good, honey. That is a pretty elephant.
Yeah, I want to do another one.
We're joined now with Tracy Hamby, who is our Senior and Therapeutic Superintendent for Williamson County Parks and Recreation, and Jane McFadden, who is a Certified Therapeutic Recreation Specialist. During the year, she programs a variety of therapeutic programs at the Franklin Recreation Complex, and in the summer, she serves as kind of our head leader for our Franklin-based side of Camp Will. Ladies, I want to thank you guys for taking a few minutes to talk to us because I know Camp Will is a very busy place to be over the summer. But we just wanted to talk a little bit more about this year's program.
Okay.
For the past couple years, there's been an amazing amount of interest in Camp Will. There really is nothing else like Camp Will in the local area in terms of a day camp program for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Tell us a little bit about your camp so far this summer. How many individuals are enrolled in the program and some of the things that you're doing on site here at Perry Creek.
Okay, well I can give you some of the statistics regarding camp and then I'm going to pass the mic over to Jane to talk about Perry Creek. But we have approximately maybe 130 plus families signed up between the two locations. So we have one location at Perry Creek Elementary School and then one at Crockett Elementary. Each week is capped at 60 campers, so that's 120 each week. We have families from all over the county, Brentwood, Nolensville, Fairview, you name it. We've got somebody from all different communities within our county. We do a variety of different activities. They're very similar between the two. Jane oversees our Perry Creek location and Krista Hollis oversees Crockett. Special event wise, that is the same regardless of which location a camper is signed up for, as well as our swim outings. And then we're able to kind of customize the activities depending on who signed up where, what the interests are and whatnot. So I'll let Jane talk about some of the things that she's planned for Perry Creek this summer.
Yeah, Jay, talk to us about this campsite, because I'm constantly amazed at what you all do on a daily and weekly basis at these campsites. You put together these very thorough, very organized, very well-planned itineraries every week that lists half-hour increment blocks of activity throughout the day. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that you're doing here at Perry Creek and some of the things that you have looking forward to for the end of the summer.
Well, we've had a really busy summer. This site has been wonderful. I mean, the building's great, everything, the staff has been great. We have great counselors, we have great therapists that work with us. Every day we do spend some time outside, but usually it's first thing in the morning, around 9:30 to 10, and then most of the other activities are inside. Unless, like today, we're having a water day. We've done that once already this summer, and we'll have another one the last week of camp. Our activities throughout the day vary. We have a sensory room, and we do relaxation activities in there, and we have a lot of sensory toys and equipment that the kids can explore. So that's a great room to just hang out and relax after going to the gym or to sports or riding scooters, and we'll see some of that. The kids love to be active, and even though they can't be outside in the heat, they're active in here.
You definitely have a lot of activity in the day that jumps from different types of things, from games and physical activities to then something like yoga or karaoke or an art activity.
Right.
But one of the things that I love about this camp is the flexibility you have in the camp, because it might, every half-hour block might not be somebody's cup of tea, and you have a
Right.
wonderful staff that can really work individually with campers if they're just not feeling something, or if they didn't get enough sleep last night, and things are a little different for them, to really help move them through the day and make camp a rewarding experience for everybody.
Right, and we're very lucky that we have great staff that can pick up on cues, and if somebody needs a couple minutes and they want to go and jump on the trampoline, or they want to go to the sensory room, or if they want to go swing, we can do that. And, we just want everybody to be happy and safe, and so we try to do everything so that they do have a variety. And if somebody really doesn't like something, or a whole group is not, crazy about bowling, we might say, well, maybe you guys can do Wii at that time, or bead craft, or something else that is more their cup of tea.
Right. Well, ladies, we're so excited to be here today. We're looking forward to a lot of fun activities that you have planned, and we appreciate you sharing some of what you do on a day-to-day basis with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh. Y'all stay tuned. When we come back, we'll be spending more time here at Perry Creek Elementary School, one of two sites for this year's Therapeutic Summer Day Camp program, Camp Will.
Are you a soccer mom or dad? Regardless of their age or experience level, when your kids play soccer or any other sport, there's one person on the sideline who is key to help recognize and seek medical care for sports-related concussion. It's you. You need to know the signs and symptoms of concussion, and you need to act if you think your child has been injured. Remember, when in doubt, sit them out. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004.
Welcome back to It's About You. Today we are at Perry Creek Elementary School in Franklin, which is our Franklin-based campsite for Camp Will. That's Williamson County Parks and Recreation's therapeutic summer day camp program. We're spending some time with our staff, youth, and adolescent campers today and getting an inside look into what makes this program so special and so unique.
The first animal we have today is very interesting to see and learn from, as well as there's always interesting facts, and that's where we're going to get started. The first one reminds me of my favorite friend from the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, little baby Groot. And we have a very special one here. This is the Australian leaf insect. When she is full grown, she's the size of my hand. So she's a little baby here right now. But when we think about it, when we look at our insects, they're easy to tell the difference than most other creatures. Think of this. She has 6 legs. She has 3 legs on each side of her body, and she has 3 body parts. She has a head, her abdomen, and her thorax. Some people get confused because when they look at her thorax or tail, sometimes she curls it up and it looks like a stinger off of a scorpion, and people are afraid they're going to get stabbed by her. But a scorpion is an arachnid. What we have right here is our insect force. Now, what's really cool about this insect here, she does not bite, she does not fly, she does not make noise, and she eats things that most people don't want to have around their home. Now, sometimes you'll see her that she pretends to be blowing in the breeze. They do so well at pretending to be our leaves that they pretend that there is a breeze coming around for that. Now, that's what is special. The word to learn from this one here is herbivore. Say it again with me, herbivore. We're going to get out the next creature for us. And the next animal is still beautiful, but the next animal is different for us. Come on, sister. Go up there. We need to come up with a good way of calling Groot as a girl because we have 2 females and 1 male in here right now. Now, the next one has that special O factor, but we travel in this very cool globe. What we're looking at right here is the flying gecko. Now, just like our leaf insects, the back side, the dorsal side, can you see how she's all camouflaged? She looks just like the tree bark. But what is special is when we look at the belly. That's where we have this one right here. This is our flying gecko. Isn't she sweet? Now, we're looking at a different kind of animal. Remember, our leaf insect is going to eat only plant material and be herbivore. This girl here, last night I put 6 crickets inside there. How many do you see now? 0. Where do you think the crickets went? She ate them. You'll see them again in a couple days. They come out as poop. There's a little pile right there. Remember, everything poops. Now, the cool thing about our gecko is they have helped us out. And again, for those of us that grew up in the 80s where children were allowed to be children, we love the space race because we got a lot of advancement. Who else didn't grow off of Tang and Velcro? NASA engineers reverse engineered the feet of a gecko to be able to come up with our Velcro. Now, she's very camouflaged, but when we look at her eye, look at her pupil, can you see how it's just a straight vertical line? That is indicative, meaning that is an animal that is going to be sleeping during the day, awake and active at nighttime. Another new word here, ears open, nocturnal. Say it with me, nocturnal. We have a very cool nocturnal creature that eats only other animals. So this is a nocturnal carnivore. But that beautiful mimicry pattern, the webbing between her toes and the folds of skin. Now, what we can also see is her back is changing right below her shoulders. This little girl here is eating her own skin. You may think that's gross, but she's very concerned about the environment. 78% of the dust in your home is your human skin. You're littering everywhere you go, where our gecko here will actually recycle those nutrients for her. Now, the Takei gecko, day geckos do a lot better as classroom or household pets. They're much hardier to be able to handle that difficult world. But what we have is a very special flying gecko. We don't want to tap her, but you can see that vertical line for that pupil. That is indicative of our nocturnal creatures for us.
We're joined now with some of the campers and counselors from our Camp Will site here at Perry Creek Elementary School. We're going to take a few minutes to talk to them about their summer. And we're going to start off with a question for our campers. Can you tell us what is your favorite part of Camp Will? And we're going to start with our friend Levi here. Levi, what's your favorite part of Camp Will? There you go, you got it. Perfect.
What's your favorite part about Camp Will?
Tennis.
Tennis.
I love it. Yes, the sports and games. That's awesome. All right, we're going to hand it off to this gentleman here. Tell us what your favorite part of Camp Will is.
Going outside in the mornings when it's still nice and cool.
That's very important in the summer. It gets way too hot in the afternoons to do that.
It's too hot in the afternoon, so good things in the morning. Booyah.
I totally agree with you. Why don't you hand the microphone to your friend and let's hear what she loves about Camp Will.
I like board games because I want to play Uno.
I love that game. Board games are a lot of fun. I play them at home a lot too. And why don't you hand the microphone to our friend Caleb back there. Caleb, what's your favorite part of Camp Will?
I shoot basketball with my friends, and I see free throws, and I play skills by myself with my friends, and my new house, and I love my parents.
I love it. I love it. And you guys do get to spend a lot of time with your friends here at Camp Will, right? Mm-hmm. You do. We'll talk to our counselors next. Counselors, tell us a little bit about your experiences with Camp Will. What interests you in being involved in this program?
I just think it's a great camp overall. This is my 5th year, I think, working here. And I always say I'm going to have other summer plans, and I just can't stop coming back. Seeing the campers grow and change, we have wonderful resources here. It's affordable for parents, which is something that makes me really happy. And seeing them grow and change across the years is really exciting. So that's why I keep coming back.
Thank you for keep coming back. What about you?
This is my first summer at Camp Will, but I am a special ed major right now, so I just thought it'd be awesome to get more experience and learn more ways to have fun and bring fun to the classroom when I'm a teacher.
Excellent. And you as well. Tell us a little bit about why you chose to work with Camp Will this summer.
This is my first time working with Camp Will, and I've always wanted to be a teacher, and that's what I was going to major in. But now since I've came and experienced how it is to work with special ed kids, it's shown me that I think I want to work in the special ed field. So it's really changed how I look at things, and they're so fun to be around.
Absolutely. Well, I want to thank you all for being a part of Camp Will this summer. There wouldn't be a Camp Will if we didn't have counselors and campers, and we hope you guys have an amazing rest of your summer. Thank you for spending a few minutes with us.
Bye.
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 I want you all to meet Billy. Say hi, Billy. Can anybody raise their hand and give me a guess? What is Billy? What is this? What is this? It's a bat. Billy here is a mega bat. Now think of this. Mega means big. Micro means small. Even though he doesn't look like it right now, he has a 2-foot wingspan. That's why we call them mega. Now, remember, everything has a job in the wild. New word for this one, ears open, niche. Say it please, niche. And when we look at him, he either looks like a werewolf or an upside-down chihuahua. But these animals here eat things you like to eat. That's not true of every bat. Raise your hand if you like to eat bananas. Raise your hand if you like to eat watermelon. Raise your hand if you like to eat pineapple. Raise your hand if you like the more exotic fruits, papayas, mangoes, figs, dates, passion fruit, guava. Good, hands down. Feel the heart rate, respiration rate. Yeah. Feel how fast it is. Can you feel it? Bats have to eat twice that body weight in food every night. So if I was a consumer like Billy, I'd have to eat 500 pounds of food. Our fruit bat here, Billy, is going to fly around at nighttime, following his sense of smell with that big nose. Large eyes help him see as he's flying around, but watch his ears. Can you see how his ears are always moving, always listening? Bats are very sociable, and they like to be around their own kind. Our bat here will fly around at nighttime, following his sense of smell to find that fruit tree. Once he finds that tree, he lands on it and eats all that food. Up to 2 times your body weight. I'd be eating 500 pounds of food. And if there is a lot of fruit, he'll make happy noises. And watch his ears. He will tell his other friendly bats in the area that there's food there. So they work together in their colony. Now our bats in Tennessee, do they look and act like Billy? No. Our bats are eating only bugs. They eat a diet of only bugs. They are insectivores. Now they have a different niche, a different job. They're not going to look like this because if you're looking for bugs, they don't smell. We're fine. Trust me, not my first rodeo. These animals here, they're not going to have that cute nose. They're not going to have those big eyes, but they actually have bigger ears. Our bats will let out loud, high-frequency sound waves, and they wait for the echo to come back. And in their mind's eye, they can see a 3-dimensional picture of the world around us. Think of this. Our bats use sound to find their food and their way. Echolocation. I know. I'd like you all to meet Bradley. Say hi, Bradley. We left Cooper in other Tennessee right now. We couldn't pass it up this year. We're not wrestling right now. Now listen, when we look at Bradley here, we're looking at our state mammal. You don't need the microphone. I'm the only one that talks. Now, what we have right here is a very cool mammal. Now there's 4 characteristics on mammals, and you share them. Ladies and gentlemen, take 2 fingers, touch your skin. Are you warm or cold? Warm. I'm sweating already. Warm-blooded animals, we maintain our body temperature. Now, Bradley here is warm-blooded. We're not wrestling. Now, what am I losing on the top of my head? Hair. Mammals have to have hair, fur. Does Bradley have a good fur coat? Yes. Now, next characteristic. Think about this with yourself. Did you hatch out of an egg? No. Did your mother cut off a thumb and you grow from that? No. You all were born alive as babies. And when you all were born alive as babies, you'd be a lot cuter to me than you are now. It's true, babies don't talk back. Now listen, boys and girls, Bradley was born alive 15 months ago in a captive breeding program in East Tennessee. When he was born alive, his eyes and ears were closed. He was about this big, and he was called a kit. And he had to stay near his mom because his fur wasn't very big, and he needed to stay warm. And his mamas feed their babies. When you were a baby, before you ate baby food, you drank milk from mama. Now, what you have to understand is Bradley's eyes and ears opened up at about 4 weeks of age. At 5 weeks, he came to live with me. He doesn't remember his biological mother. He thinks I'm his mom. Our state of Tennessee could have never been settled without these animals. Once we overhunted the elk and the bison moved, the raccoon would help feed and house our early homesteaders. I'd like you all to meet Elle. Say hi, Elle. Anybody else a big Stranger Things fan? Meet 11. Now, she says hi. When we look at our owl here, Elle is the Eurasian eagle owl. This is the largest owl species on the planet. Now, whenever I get Elle out, people think I'm stronger and she's heavier than what she really is. People estimate her to be 15 to 25 pounds. I don't want to carry that much weight, neither does she. Remember, flying creatures don't want to be very heavy. When you look at Elle here, this is our largest owl, and she weighs 5.5 pounds. Birds are nothing but feathers. But for a 5-pound animal, does she have large eyeballs? Yeah, they're huge. They're bigger than mine. If you had owl-sized eyeballs in your head, you would have dodgeballs for eyeballs. And if you had dodgeball-sized eyeballs in your head, you'd all look funnier. Now, try this. Do an experiment. Hold your head still. Look up to the ceiling, down to the floor, look left, look right. You can move your eyes up, down, left, and right. When you watch Elle, she will never move her eyes. All mammals have 7 vertebrae, where our birds actually have 14. So with 14 vertebrae and very flexible neck muscles, she can rotate her head 210 degrees. She cannot spin it all the way around. It's physically impossible. Now, she has great nocturnal vision. As well as you can see right now is how well she sees on a completely cloud-covered night with no streetlights. She has great vision. But listen, I've seen owls in the wild survive with only one eye. Because owls fly by their sense of vision, they find their food by their sense of hearing. And these feathers here are just that, feathers. They make her look more fierce. Her ears are these little crescent shaped. Now, these feathers make her look bigger, and on a male, they'll be twice that size. Females look for bigger things. Her ears is that little crescent shape there. Now watch her. Every other feather on her body is flat, and using mimicry, just like with our leaf insect, she blends into the background, and she will sit very still. Owls have one ear hole high and one ear hole low by that beak. And they will sit still in the darkness of night listening. Your ears are these big fleshy things. You're hearing my voice, the echo in the room, the hangry bird, other people talking. Elle is not. Elle can only hear where she's looking. If you watch them, they do that weird little head bob dance. They can fine-tune their focal point and listen to a single spot. The owl can hear a mouse breathe at 150 yards. And they wait for that prey to make a mistake. And as soon as that prey breaks cover, she will fly under full power all the way through the night sky, grab a hold of it with these huge talons here, and the prey has no idea what's happening until it's too late. The talons are already in them because the owl's wings make no noise. Can you feel the wind? Do you hear any sound? Not from her. The owl is the ninja of the animal world.
I want to thank you guys for joining us for our show today. I hope you've enjoyed getting a look into the Camp Will program. When Camp Will is not in session, the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department runs a variety of monthly and ongoing therapeutic recreation programs. We host these activities through our Franklin Recreation Complex, the Nolensville Recreation Complex, and the Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill. If you'd like more information about our therapeutic services, you can visit our website at wcparksandrec.com or follow us on our social media channels through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube for additional information, photos, and videos of all of our exciting offerings. We'll see you guys next time, and until then, remember, Williamson County, it's all about you.